performing stand-up comedy, Peter Figueroa, everybody.
Thank you. I am not Fidel Castro's son. So before reaching my senior year in high school, I went to 13 different schools here in Spokane. Progress, Broadway, North Pines. Woo! Yeah. And as I got older, I asked my parents, why is it that we move so much? And the simple answer that my mom told us was, well, basically we wanted to give you a better life and a better house and all that shit and running away from the demons. A lot of time passed when we realized that the demon we were trying to run away from was my father. He was kind of a piece of shit. So for an example, my brother was going to North Pines and he was hanging out with his friends after school. He was sagging his pants, just being part of the homies. And my dad sees him. He showed up early. He smacks my brother around in front of his friends and pulls him into the car. There's no joke there, that's just what he fucking did. So some time passed, and I should point out that my dad was sober. He was not a drunk at all, but he sure goddamn acted like one. He would tell me that he didn't drink because when his father would come home, he was drunk and would beat the shit out of him. And I'm like, motherfucker, you're sober as shit, and you're doing this to us, so what's your excuse for not drinking? Well, that was it. I can't see here. So one time we were at a Mexican party here in Spokane, and there's not a lot of Puerto Ricans here in town, so we hung out with the Mexicans. And I was hanging out with some of the kids that my parents were friends with, and I heard some commotion out in the distance, and my dad was getting ready to fight with somebody because one of the guys that was there, he just simply looked at my mom. And so when I finally get there, my dad's shirt's ripped off, and he's just getting ready to fucking fight. So I went to a lot of different schools here, and one school that I did go to was not here, it was in Orlando. So after some time, after my parents broke up, my sister and I, we moved there. And one of my friends and I were doing clicking noises on the bus, and so I got kicked off the bus. So when I got home, my dad kicked the shit out of me. And while he was doing that, my younger sister, she was about 9 or 10 years old at the time, she goes, "No, stop." And he turns around and he goes, "You!" And he fucking goes and attacks her, dude. So about a year ago, my sister goes and visits him in Orlando. She brings her whole family, her kids, her husband. And so she reports back to me, she's like, "Dad is so fucking lonely. He's so super sad. He has over 10 security cameras in his house. He lives by himself. And he has a super badass karaoke system." Now, nobody in my family likes him, you see. So I'm imagining my dad sitting at home by himself with his 10 security cameras in front of this badass karaoke system that he has. And I just imagine him crying by himself, sober as fuck. All right, thank you.